Hello and welcome to another episode of Current Affairs MCQ. Let's begin with previous day question. Consider the following reports: Global Competitiveness Index, Global Gender Gap Index, Energy Transition Index, or Global Risk Report. How many of the above reports is or are published by the Global Economic Forum? Only one, only two, only three, all four. The correct answer is option D. World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum is an international organization that brings together leaders from business, government, academia, and civil society to shape global, regional, and industry agendas. It is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. Report published by the World Economic Forum: Global Competitiveness Index, Global Gender Gap Index, Energy Transition Index, or Global Risk Report. Global Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Index. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Before moving forward, Drishti IAS Noida Center admissions are open for IAS GS Foundation Prelims plus Mains course offline batch. English medium batch is starting from 7th of May while Hindi medium batch is starting from 29th of April. For more details, give us a call at 87501 87501. Let's begin with today's session. With reference to the global carbon tax on shipping, consider the following statements. The carbon tax was imposed by the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. It will apply to ships above 5,000 gross tonnage starting from 2028. The funds generated through this tax will be reinvested into decarbonizing the maritime sector. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option C. India supports first global carbon tax on shipping. India and 62 other nations have voted in favor of the world's first ever global carbon tax on the shipping industry imposed by the United Nations Shipping Agency, the International Maritime Organization. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Carbon tax framework. The tax will come into effect in 2028, requiring ships above 5,000 gross tonnage, which accounts for 85% of total CO2 emissions from international shipping, to either shift to cleaner fuel technologies or pay a fee ranging from $100 to $380 per ton of CO2 emitted, depending on emission thresholds. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The tax is expected to generate up to $40 billion by 2030, which will be reinvested into decarbonizing the maritime sector with no provision for broader climate adaptation. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next, consider the following statements. The State of Social Protection Report is published by the International Labour Organization. The World Social Protection Report 2024 to 26 is published by the World Bank. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option D. The State of Social Protection Report is published by the World Bank. It highlights that nearly 2 billion people in low and middle income countries lacked adequate social protection. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. The World Social Protection Report 2024-26 is published by the International Labour Organization. India's social protection coverage doubled from 24.4% in 2021 to 48.8% in 2024, according to the ILO's WSPR 2024-26. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Next, consider the following statements regarding atmospheric rivers. Atmospheric rivers are long, narrow bands of moisture-laden air that transport water vapor from the tropics to mid and high latitudes. Atmospheric rivers are commonly associated with the maritime tropical air mass and can cause intense precipitation upon landfall. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C. The atmospheric river is a long, narrow band of moisture-filled air that transports significant amounts of water vapor from the tropics to higher latitude. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The atmospheric river is often associated with MT, that is maritime tropical air mass. Hence, statement 2 is correct. When these rivers make landfall, they release this moisture as intense precipitation, which can manifest as their rain or snow depending on the altitude and temperature. The Pineapple Express is a well-known example of AR storms that bring heavy rainfall to the US West Coast, particularly California. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next, consider the following statements with respect to the long-range glide bomb Gaurav. It is an indigenously developed surface-to-air weapon system designed and developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization. It is a bomb powered by jet or rocket engines to reach long distances. Its navigation system includes inertial navigation system, satellite guidance, and a digital control system. How many of the above statements is or are not correct? Only one, only two, all three, none. The correct answer is option B. Long-range glide bomb Gaurav is an indigenously developed air-launched precision-guided weapon for accurate strikes on land targets from standoff distances. Designed and developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization, it is not a surface-to-air weapon system, hence statement 1 is not correct. It is a glide bomb, which is a precision-guided munition that travels long distances without powered propulsion by using aerodynamic lift, hence statement 2 is not correct. It uses inertial navigation system, satellite guidance and digital control system, hence statement 3 is correct. It enhances India's precision strike capabilities, aligning with indigenous defense development, hence option B is the correct answer. Next, consider the following statements. Statement 1. India's indigenous automatic train protection system developed to prevent train collision by automatically activating the brakeage system if the loco pilot fails to act. Statement 2. Radio frequency identification tags are placed throughout the entire track length to enable the Kavach system to track train position. Which one of the following is correct in respect of the above statements? Both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is the correct explanation for statement 1. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is not the correct explanation for statement 1. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. Statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. The correct answer is option A, Kavach system. It is India's indigenous automatic train protection system developed to prevent train collision by automatically activating the brakeage system if the loco pilot fails to act. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Radio frequency identification tags are placed throughout the entire track length to enable the Kavach system to track train positions. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Optical fiber cable is laid along the tracks to ensure fast and efficient data transmission. India operates the world's fourth largest railway network, spanning over 65,000 kilometers, and is projected to account for 40% of global rail activity by 2050, highlighting its significance in sustainable transportation and mobility. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is the correct explanation for statement 1. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next, consider the following statements regarding the world's oldest life forms. Cyanobacteria were the first organisms to perform oxygenic photosynthesis, triggering the Great Oxidation Event. Stromatolites are layered rock-like structures formed by cyanobacteria colonies. Archaea are genetically closer to bacteria than eukaryotes and thrive only in extreme environments. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only one, only two, all three, none. The correct answer is option B, world's oldest life forms. Cyanobacteria, blue-green algae, emerging around 3.5 billion years ago, were the first organisms to perform oxygenic photosynthesis, triggering the Great Oxidation Event, which enriched Earth's atmosphere with oxygen, enabling complex life. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Stromatolites are layered rock-like structures formed by cyanobacteria colonies that trap and bind minerals, gradually hardening into rock. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The oldest stromatolites found in Western Australia are about 3.5 billion years old, offering insights into ancient microbial ecosystems. Archaea are single-celled microorganisms distinct from bacteria with genetic features closer to eukaryotes. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Many are extremophiles surviving in harsh environments and contributing to biogeochemical cycling. The endosymbiotic theory suggests eukaryotes evolved from archaea through the incorporation of a bacterium leading to mitochondria. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Next, with reference to the subcategorization of scheduled caste, consider the following statements. Article 14 allows subclassification if there is a clear, rational basis for distinguishing groups and a logical connection to the goal it seeks to achieve. In E. V. Chinaiya versus State of Andhra Pradesh, the Supreme Court held that states can subclassify scheduled caste within reservations based on backwardness. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option A. Article 14 permits reasonable classification to achieve substantive equality. Subclassification is permissible if based on intelligible differentia, a clear and understandable basis for distinguishing one group from another, and a rational nexus, a logical connection between the classification and the goal it aims to achieve. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Key judicial interpretations. E. V. Chinaiya versus State of Andhra Pradesh, 2004. Supreme Court ruled that the scheduled castes form a homogeneous class and any subclassification within scheduled caste would amount to tinkering with the presidential list under Article 341. State of Punjab versus Devinder Singh, 2024. A 7-judge constitution bench overruled Chinaiya verdict and has upheld that states can subclassify scheduled caste and scheduled tribes within the reservation quota based on varying levels of backwardness using empirical data and historical evidence. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next, which commission was formed by the British government to investigate the Jallianwala Bagh massacre? The Hunter Commission, the Lee Commission, the Simon Commission, or the Woodhead Commission? The correct answer is option A. The Jallianwala Bagh massacre marked a turning point in India's freedom struggle, deeply shaking public faith in British rule. The British government set up the Hunter Commission 1919 to investigate the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, and in its 1920 report, it unanimously condemned General Dyer's action. However, it did not recommend any penal or disciplinary action against him. Congress formed a non-official committee comprising Motilal Nehru, Gandhi, and others to investigate the incident, condemning Dyer's actions as inhuman and criticizing the imposition of martial law in Punjab as unjustifiable. Udham Singh, originally Ram Mohammad Singh Azad, assassinated Michael O'Dyer, the lieutenant governor responsible for the 1919 Jallianwala Bagh massacre. He was hanged in 1940 and his ashes were returned to India in 1974. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next, consider the following statements. The Hadean crust, Earth's earliest crust, formed during the Hadean Eon, a period of intense heat, volcanism, and a partially molten surface. The Hadean Eon was followed by the Archean Eon, marked by the formation of Earth's first stable crust and the onset of plate tectonics. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C. The Hadean proto-crust is Earth's earliest crust, formed within the first 200 million years of the Hadean Eon 4.624 billion years ago, a period marked by extreme heat, volcanic activity, and a partially molten surface. Hence, the statement 1 is correct. Over time, parts of the molten surface cooled and solidified, forming the first crust. Hadean Eon was followed by the Archean Eon 4 to 2.5 billion years ago, marked by the formation of Earth's first stable crust, the beginning of plate tectonics, and the emergence of life. Hence, statement 2 is correct. As the surface cooled, thick crust formed the first continents, which moved over the semi-fluid asthenosphere beneath. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next, consider the following statements regarding the Slovak Republic. It borders Poland to the south, Hungary to the north, Czech Republic to the northwest, Ukraine to the west, and Austria to the east. It emerged as an independent nation after the peaceful dissolution of Czechoslovakia in 1993, commonly referred to as the Velvet Divorce. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option B. Slovak Republic is a landlocked country in Central Europe. It borders Hungary to the south, Poland to the north, Czech Republic to the northwest, Austria to the west, and Ukraine to the east. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. The Velvet Revolution 1989 ended communist rule in Czechoslovakia and led to the peaceful dissolution of the country into the Czech Republic and Slovakia in 1993, often referred to as the Velvet Divorce. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Slovakia is a high-income developed economy with its capital as Bratislava and follows a parliamentary democratic republic system. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Now it's time for the practice question. Consider the following statements about the Attorney General of India. Under Article 76, he must be qualified to be appointed as a judge of the Supreme Court. The Attorney General is appointed by the President on the advice of the Union Cabinet. He advises the government on legal matters and performs duties of a legal nature assigned by the President. How many of the above statements is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, none. Send the answer of this question in the comments below. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.